Hi there, everyone. I've got another story. Well, it's actually not really my story. A colleague at work, an old guy, funny, goofy, old guy. He was on his way to work today, and he had noticed that two cars in front of him, there was this guy who was swerving to the left, swerving to the right, like he couldn't stay straight no matter what. And he ended up crashing into something. I forget what the old man said. Anyway, the car that was in front of him, but behind the swerving car, stops as well. Well, I guess you're supposed to do something. Whether it's just to pull over to phone the proper authorities or whatever. Anyway, it's a woman, and she goes and demands his car keys and for him to exit the vehicle. Which sounds a bit strange because, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's exactly what I would do. I mean, obviously, this person is a danger not only to himself but probably others. So why would you want to, whack a bee's nest with a stick? I mean, you don't know what you're getting into. Well, it turns out he was some sort of like he was stoned out of his gourd on something. Who knows what? Uh, uh, Yeah, he was some sort of a mule of some sort because he was loaded with cash. And anyway, this woman uh, gets him out of the car, and they're wrestling and fighting. Uh, the old man, the guy who works with me, stopped as well, but he had just had prostate surgery. They cut him up down there. He's got a bad back. He's an old man. Not really a lot he can do. When and he could be out for the count, man. Like he's really old. Um, but it turns out the woman was actually an off-duty police officer. That's why she was giving orders, telling him to exit his vehicle and give her the car keys. And yeah, so that sort of made sense. But yeah, in the scuffle, uh, the old man had told me that hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, $100 bills, flew out of his pockets, and they flew everywhere. Um, Now, the old guy is like, I don't want nothing to do with this. I mean, he doesn't even have a cell phone, so it's not like he could phone the police or anything. At least, I don't think he has one anyway. Anyway, the police were phoned, and, backup did show up. Um, but the thing is, this happened in front of a halfway house. Or at least the old man thinks it was a halfway house, because all these uh, drug addict looking type people, missing teeth, all kinds of horrible things on their faces, and all that kind of stuff. They were kind of buzzing around, and he noticed that one of them grabbed one of the $100 bills and walked away. Um, I think the off-duty cop saw that. I don't know. Anyway, she obviously went back into the house, and then someone else from inside that house went, "Hey, there's a lot more there." And then they came out and grabbed a bunch more money. Now, if you put one and one together, you're going to come up with two. And the thing is, they were in front of a halfway house, or halfway type house, by the look of it. And that's probably where this guy was going. He was probably going there to sell them drugs. And they probably knew him. Seems to make sense to me. Of course, I'm hearing this secondhand. And you know what? I don't even know if I'm really allowed to talk about this sort of stuff. I'm just recounting what I heard. I'm not, doing anything really. Um, yeah. And yeah. So eventually, the old guy was like, "Well, look, I gotta go to work." Um, so he was allowed to go along his way, and he went to work, and he punched in on time. So yeah, that was interesting start of the day. I mean, he starts his shifts at 6 a.m. in the morning, so yeah. The important thing is that guy is off the road, and because he was obviously not driving safe, and yeah. I don't think anyone got hurt. At least the old man didn't say so. So I guess it's a happy ending. Um, yeah. There's no real point to this story. It's simply I have something that happened to a colleague at work, and I felt it was worth bringing up. Anyway, it's 12:27 a.m. I have to be back at work in 12 and a half hours. So I have a little bit of time to stay awake and possibly make another video. So I guess I will do that. Talk to you guys later. See ya.